Today's video is an updated answer from my 150 questions video. Those videos are a celebration whenever I hit a new YouTube milestone, and those videos take a long time to make, seeing how they're several hours long. We're closing in on 200,000 subscribers, so I might as well start collecting questions to be answered for that video. I want this entire comment section to be dedicated to those questions, so please drop your questions in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to answer as many of them as possible when my 200K video drops. So without further ado, please enjoy this updated answer to a question from my 150 questions video. 109. If you were to create a new basketball league, what would it be called, and how would it be different from the NBA? Man, that's tough. Kudos to you for smashing 3 questions into one. So I gotta be real with you for a second. If I was ever to do this, I would put weeks of thought into how I would construct this league. So don't be surprised if I don't end up standing behind these ideas a week from now, because these are just my off-the-cuff thoughts. First, I would try to establish my league as a clear competitor to the NBA, and not some simple pushover. So I would name my league the PBA, meaning the Premier Basketball Association. This league would have rules that would be similar to the EuroLeague in terms of things like goaltending and so on. The one requirement that I would like to have that sounds extremely gimmicky, but I think people could get behind, is that I would have a mandatory rule that each team had to have a player on their roster who is between the ages of 45 and 55 years old and plays a minimum of 20 minutes per game, and 5 minutes in the fourth quarter. Failure to follow these rules would result in penalties and potentially playoff disqualification. Contractually, that senior star player would have to be one of the top 3 highest paid players on the entire team, which would make the idea of a comeback an almost irresistible proposition for these legendary basketball players. The problem with leagues like the Big 3 League is that no one takes it seriously, because it's all a bunch of senior citizens playing the games with a casual approach and with little financial incentive. But on the other hand, the PBA could be a fun yet immensely competitive way for basketball legends to keep participating in championship level basketball, well beyond their typical playing years. Sure, it might be tough to watch slower, older players out there competing with all the young guns of the league, but more often than not, he would be competing against another 45-plus-year-old player, which basically levels the playing field. It would be interesting to see who teams would sign and how they would utilize them within their game plans. Again, I know it's out there, but if you're going to compete with the NBA, you've got to find some unconventional ways to draw the attention of the mainstream audience. And hypothetically, bringing a player like, say, Shaquille O'Neal out of retirement for a massive modern contract just might be the way to do it.